got a bit of an issue. No, guys. Yeah. Oh,
what are you doing?
Almost fell.
Come on, let's go. Get up there and find it, and then y'all follow me out.
Come on, hoodlums, let's go. Go into the pond or something. Shoo. Heifers, get back. Get back.
Go.
Get back.
Go.
Go. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the day that we finally get to plant our garden. It is finally warmed up. We've got warm enough temps now to where we don't have to worry about the frost, at least we hope not. But nothing in the foreseeable future that's below freezing, so we think it is safe. Now, we've got a new garden spot and we haven't shown it to you yet, so we're gonna reveal that here in just a second. But also, in a little bit, gonna show you some footage we took earlier because we got a late start today. We wanted to get started like right after church. Well, the cows had some other ideas. So, gonna show you that in a little bit, but we're gonna get this garden spot planted first.
The sponsor of today's video is Dr. Raffia's Mycorrhizal Fungal Powder. If there was one thing you could add to your soil that would make your plant stronger, healthier, more productive, and more drought resistant, who wouldn't want to use it? We all would, because we all want stronger plants. Well, that's what brings us to today's product. This stuff is not a fertilizer. It's actually a living fungus that all you have to do is sprinkle it on the roots of your plants and it will really get to work making your plants more productive. How it works is these spores bind to the roots of your plants. And as they do that, the plant feeds them sugars, which makes them grow. So I'll be honest, I probably should have been using this a long time ago, but until this sponsor reached out, I never really did the research to see what the benefits really were. And it's crazy how this stuff works, because the way this stuff builds a network is once it grows out, your plant is feeding it initially, but then it turns around and feeds your plants by making this huge network. It's kind of like a spider web, and it pulls nutrients and water from the soil, which then feeds your plant and just makes it an overall healthier and more abundant plant. And so the great thing about it is this stuff is super concentrated and super easy to use. You basically just dust the roots and it does the rest for you. So we're fixing to do a side-by-side demo and show you over time how good this stuff works. So first we're going to show you how easy it is to apply, and then I'll kind of explain what we're going to do to test and see if this stuff really works as good as everybody says it is, or if it's just the next biggest hype that's been going on in the gardening network. Okay, so a few ways to do this. We're going to get this stuff opened up, but you can either add it directly to the soil, directly to the roots, or maybe a combination of both, which is what we're going to do. And so we have these plants here that I started from seeds. They've not had any of this put in there yet, and it's just in a sterile soil. What we're going to do is we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. I'm going to plant some using the mycorrhizal fungi, and then I've got some over here I've already potted up that does not have it in it. This is about 3 gallons worth of soil, which according to the directions is about a teaspoon of the fungi. So we're going to put that in, mix it in with the soil, and then we're going to dust the roots individually as we pot them up in that. It's also supposed to help with transplant shock and stuff like that. So I'm really thrilled to see how this is. And as the growing season goes, we're going to do updates throughout the year showing which plants are doing better and how they compare, and hopefully we will see that this stuff really makes our stuff thrive. I only did a few without it because I'm hoping it works really well, and I don't want to stunt a bunch of our plants because we want our plants to be the most productive that they can be. And so I'm going to use this on all of our other plants, but we're just going to do a small sampling to show you today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the teaspoon, which is included, and just kind of dust it on our soil over here. We're going to mix that in. And then, like I said, as we pot these up and transplant, we're actually going to dust the roots too, just to make sure that they're really getting good contact, because this stuff is supposed to be a powerhouse. And it's crazy how little it takes too. One thing about it being a living organism is you do not want to breathe it in if there's dust powders and stuff. And also, you want to make sure you keep it in a temperature controlled space that does not have direct sunlight on it, because that can cause damage over time. So we're going to get some dirt potted up in our pots and then put these transplants to work. So as you can see in this tray, the plants are all good, healthy looking plants. So I don't want you to think that we're trying to cheat the system or anything. They actually came out of these exact same pots of seedlings that we started before. So we're using the exact same thing on both of them. So this here is Black Beauty eggplant. And we're going to do 6. We're going to transplant up 6 of these right now. Okay, so this is how this works. We're going to, it talks about when you're transplanting, you actually can dust a whole little teaspoon per plant. And so we're going to just take one of our little plants out. Okay, so you can see the roots on that. All we're going to do is we're just going to dust the roots really good. Let the rest fall down in the hole so that they're going to have really good contact. We're going to tuck it in there, pat the dirt down. Once these are all planted, we're going to water this in really good, because that's one thing that really activates this stuff and gets it going. And that's what we really want, is to get this stuff growing and get our plants to thrive. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is jalapeno peppers. Same process every time. You just dust the roots down really good, let the rest fall down in the hole. That's the thing about it. This stuff, it occurs naturally also, but the problem is whenever you use chemicals or do a lot of tilling, which it breaks down this system and actually mess up. So eventually, if we can ever get to where we have no-till beds, that would be really helpful, because then this network stays intact underneath the soil. I guess I better start labeling these before I forget. So this is the jalapeno, and we have these labeled, which ones have the mycorrhizal and which ones do not. And the next thing we're going to do is a rainbow mix tomato variety. So we really wanted to try it on different types of plants to let you know how it's going to work with the different ones, because this works on most plants because it builds a symbiotic relationship with it, so that each one benefit off each other, and like I said, it just produces a healthy plant and healthy soil. And now with these transplants, we're going to keep them in the greenhouse a little bit longer, let them develop a better root system and get stronger and bigger before we put them outside, because we're still to the point, we should be past most of our frost time, but it's still possible that we could have some, and so we don't want to lose them all. So we're going to continue to let them grow out here. We're also going to give you updates as we go throughout this growing season. So be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with what's going on with this, because we're going to let you know how well it works at each stage of these plants' lives, and also be able to do a side-by-side comparison, since we have some of each. Everything else will raise exactly the same. We'll have them in the same garden area. So if you would like to purchase some of this for yourself, be sure to check out the link in the description below. Go check it out. They've got a couple of different sizes you can choose from. Pick the one that you need and try it on your garden. And be sure to leave us a comment if you've used this stuff before, or if you decide to try it out, let us know. And give us updates of how your plants are doing after you use it.
That beautiful dirt. Man, that's gorgeous. What do you girls think? You think it's hot? You think it's hot? Yeah, it is kind of hot, isn't it, babies? Oh, you're getting so big. So big. They're just sitting here watching the show. Okay, so first things first, before we get into worrying about the garden up top, we've got to get these arches moved. We really like how the cucumbers did last year on the arches. They were more productive, easier to take care of, easier to make them grow up the way we want. So we're just going to take that and move it where it's in a better location.
Yeah, because this is not going to be our main garden spot this year. We've got the potatoes down here, and I've got some room for some other stuff. We may do like corn and stuff that takes up a lot of space, and then do maybe wildflowers and the watermelons and stuff down here. But we're just going to play it by ear and see how it goes.
Yeah, but the first step is to pull all these down. Thankfully, it's just zip ties, so
Yeah, they just break.
Yeah, a lot easier to take off there. We talked about we may actually change the width of the arch too and not make it quite as wide this time too. Oh, there it goes.
Watch out, I'm just going to drag these closer to the road and make it easier.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta be careful too, my drip tape's down there. Have to pull all that up. See if we can drag these up there. Make it a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna break this loose so I don't forget and mow it.
Here we go. Well, that worked out.
Yep. Gravel slung everywhere because last time we had the dragging thing down that we didn't have all the gravel on there.
Yeah. It looks really nice with the new gravel though. Still.
Yeah, except for what I slung off in the grass.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we gotta figure out what we're doing here.
Okay. So this is our new spot. We chose this one because it's up on the hill, it's closer to the house, it's going to be easier for us to manage just because we don't have to go all the way down the driveway to tend to it every single time or to do anything to it. We can literally just walk out here and work on it.
Plus, a lot of times in the spring, we get a lot of rains, which hasn't been the case this year. So the other spot stays wet way too long, and I was like, this spot ought to dry out where we can use it no matter when.
Yep, and soil is beautiful here too. He's been working on it for what, like 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Off and on.
Which, it's not ideal to have a till system where you're messing up the soil's ecosystem, so to speak. But that's where we're at right now. We haven't made it to a no-till type garden area yet, but hopefully that's something we work towards in the future because it'll save us on having to till it up. Plus, the soil will actually gain and become healthier over time if we keep adding amendments and stuff like that and actually let the natural organisms do their job.
Yep, but we're fixing to get started on this and show you how it turns out because really excited, and there's quite a bit of stuff we can actually plant right now. So
yeah, the only problem is we have not tarped this area, so I'm hoping that a bunch of weeds don't pop up and stuff that causes issues later on, but we're just going to try to stay on top of it, and then if this works out to be a good spot, we'll tarp it for next year and have it even better.
Yep, because you know how well it turned out down below. But first, we are going to lay out our cucumbers, right?
Yeah, since we're gonna do the trellis again for the cucumbers, we're gonna put them on the far edge and then work toward the pig pen over here, because eventually that pig pen will be gone, and then I may work up the garden even farther where they were and expand it. And so that gives me the opportunity to do that, and then this will be on the farthest point because we won't go any farther this way because over here is where our peacock pens and stuff are going to be, and also this is where our compost pile is. So I think this is going to be the best spot to start it out, and hopefully we won't have to take these up each year. We can just work up the soil and stuff around them and then replant cucumbers there each time, as long as we amend the soil properly.
Yeah, and over here we did have some chicken tractors last year and the year before, so that should actually help our soil as well.
Yeah, and they were really good about keeping the grass down, so hopefully it took out the Johnson grass where it won't be so bad.
Yeah, because they love to eat that stuff. 3. Let's do 3.
And then that will give us a little walk-in space back there. If you'll...
Yep.
Oh, what are you doing?
Almost fell.
Here, hang on to it. I gotta stretch it out because I'm... Okay, I think before we pull that though, I'm gonna go ahead and
take the hoe in.
Yeah, I'll probably just use the regular hoe.
Okay.
For right here.
So just so we don't have to re-stretch this string, he's gonna go ahead and make our row that's gonna go on the end of this. We may do the okra like we did last time, because it seemed to work out really good with that 4-foot spacing down at the other end. So hopefully it's the case up here too, because it'd be pretty nice.
Oh, we'll need to pull that string down.
Oh, yeah.
Or it'll end up cutting it.
You just gonna put it like loose, leave it loose, or you want to tie it?
Just untie it. Yeah, just untie it and I'll pop it off this one here and it'll be out of the way.
Okay.
They should be a little easier to bend since they've been bent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Bring it over here and let you see what it looks like now. Because the last arch had, you said 6-foot spacing?
Mm-hmm.
So this is 4-foot spacing so that we can conserve space plus let them grow up a little bit more. And I actually like it. I like it really well. I think it's gonna be perfect. So just at an angle.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you can do, because like I said, with it stuck in the ground, those others, after they sat there for a while, probably didn't even need them, but till they get set and established.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got this done. Okra's going to go down here on the ends like we said, and then we've got our strings. We can start laying out the other rows too.
Yep. All right, well, here are all the seeds that we are planning to plant
right now.
We have more, obviously, because we have tomato plants started. We've got to start some more. Got some peppers started, got to start some more, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we have these mini-me hybrid, which are like a snacking type cucumber that I'll probably put, I think we're going to do like we did last year and keep the same varieties on the same ones across from each other. And if that's the case, we've got 3 different ones we're going to be planting right now. We've got these. We also have a Max Pack cucumber, which is a good pickling cucumber. And then we've got some gherkins, which I don't know how many gherkins are in there. If there's not enough, then we'll finish it out with these burpless slicing cucumbers. But okay, so while I plant these, the girls are going to pull off all the old green things from last year's cucumbers. And I'm not sure, because remember last year it got in a mess how many we had?
Yeah.
So I may just do a little less. Space them out a little better. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole though.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to have so many that they're so thick they don't produce as good. Because we found out last year that planting more sparsely actually yielded better results. And this is some old plastic mulch from back in the day when we used to lay plastic mulch on our beds.
Yeah.
It just kind of did not pull up well. And so now we've had to deal with that. But yeah, and all this stuff should work out so that once we get back from Baltimore, it'll be ready. Because we were going to do some radishes and stuff, and they would have actually been ready about the time we would have been gone. So we decided to hold off on those because there's no use in planting them if we're not going to be able to harvest them.
Yep. So Kevin will get to do the canning this year, which he knows how, and he does a good job with all that. But
I've been canning long before you.
Before we were together, you mean?
No, before you were.
Oh no, I was canning with my mom when I was a kid.
I was canning with my Nana when I was a kid.
So probably about the same length of time.
Or I know what I could do on this one. Do the gherkins all on this side and the burpless all on that
That'll
side.
work.
Since there's not that many, I don't think there's going to be enough of these to do both sides.
No, definitely not.
Oh no, it might be.
Love those little gherkins though. They pickle so well.
Yeah, we may have to run a hot wire on this fence to keep the cows out if there's ever any cows in there.
Yeah.
Lizzie boy, you're going to have to move, buddy.
I know. He just keeps getting in the way.
Hey. Hey. Okay.
All right, 2 rows done. And those are the hardest too. So he's just gonna smooth these out now, just because he did have to go side to side on the tractor and we're going the different direction for this. Want to be nice and smooth because we plan to use the stand-in plant to get some of these seeds. It'll just be a little less work for him, not having to sit there and cover it all up and all that good stuff. I'm really proud of us though, with having a much smaller garden. Again.
Still pretty good size, but...
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do these Baker Creek seeds first.
I don't even know how you say that.
Kentari maybe? Don't know, my best guess. Maybe incorrect, but you know. At least this will save your back a little bit. Our backs a little bit.
Yeah, it's just slower going.
Yeah.
Planting than just making a row and going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to do carrots. We've had mixed luck with carrots. And the biggest thing is trying to keep from getting them too thick and then getting them to come up. So we're just going to kind of sprinkle them down through here. And we're just going to go kind of a little bit wider with them, but not too crazy. Okay, now we'll do beets.
Okay. For the record, he's the only one that actually likes beets.
What?
You're the only one that likes beets.
Who started eating my pickled beets?
Oh, I forgot one of the kids did.
Abby or Izzy?
I don't remember. I forgot this. Last year, one of them decided that they liked them. I have tried, and maybe if I try again, if y'all have any good recipes for beets that might make me like them, please leave them in the comments.
Pickled.
I can't handle pickled beets. They just don't have a good taste to me. Gardening season makes me so happy. All right, we got the spacing laid out for several more rows, which we don't have a whole lot left to do, but this is going to be our zucchini and squash row. So what we decided to do was do 3-foot spacing between this one and the previous row, but then do 4-foot spacing next to it, which is probably where our sunflowers are going to go. Because you know that these kind of spread out, but carrots and beets don't take up that much space. But we just want to leave ample space for what we need, but not go crazy with the spacing either. Just because we do want to conserve it for the other stuff that's yet to come.
I'm probably just going to do like some
Zucchini.
No, and then save the rest of the seed, and then if we have more room, we can always put
A later planting.
Yeah, like wait
Yeah.
a few weeks.
Yeah, because they only produce for so long anyway. I can't wait to have some fresh squash though, I know that. And zucchini. Sauteed up together. So good. A lot of people do fried squash. We just don't really fry stuff here, so not very often anyhow.
It's a rare occasion.
Yep.
Okay, now we're just putting out some sunflowers, mostly because we just like them. This is Autumn Beauty, which is an orange and yellowish one. We did it last year. It did really well.
Yep. All of our sunflowers last year did really good.
Lemon Queen.
Oh, that was pretty too. They're all pretty. I mean, what am I?
Here's that, 'cause I think I'll use all these.
I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah.
It's just nice
They
little
look
pop
alright.
in the garden, too.
Yes.
Oh, these... I may save... These are the mammoth, the really
Oh,
big ones
yeah.
that make seed pods. I may save those for a different spot and just do these
Yeah.
pretty ones right now, because this is sun gold.
Okay. Ones we have not opened yet. And they're more of a orangey yellow instead of just the...
Yeah, you can
Basic
hold. There's still
yellow.
seeds in there.
Oh yeah, they look a little different too. All right, getting ready for our last 4 rows for today. We were gonna do popcorn and decided instead we would just plant our regular corn up here, true gold corn.
Yeah, the thing is, you just don't want to plant popcorn and sweet corn too close together if they're going to pollinate at the same time, because they can cross.
Yeah, so our popcorn's gonna probably go down at the other garden spot with the potatoes, and these will be up here.
And surely the wind won't blow it all that way down there.
Yeah. All right, well, there is the finished product. We still have room on these 4 rows for something else, but we've got our block of corn done. So
Yeah.
at least it should be able to pollinate well, and hopefully everything will come up.
Yeah, and if we don't think of something else to put on here before it's time, we may put tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, something like that to finish out these rows, because as long as I've got about 16 foot, which is not quite, it doesn't look like, but we can do that, because I want to use probably cattle panels for trellising this year on tomatoes so that we don't let them get out of hand.
Yeah, we plan to put those in like when we put the plants in. That way that there's no excuses for us not to have them trellis this year. Just another foolproof way for us to make sure it happens. Kind of like going ahead and taking the time to do the cucumber trellising. It is more work on the front end, but afterwards you're like, man, I'm so glad I already did that.
Yes.
So
Kind of like with this too. It takes a little longer on the front end, but your back's not going to hurt as bad afterwards, and you don't have to cover everything up afterwards, which I'll probably just run a rake down the top of these like I did before, just to fill in the holes, just so something doesn't see a hole and start digging and dig something up. But other than that, there's really not much to it.
yep.
So now that we've got this done, let's show you what delayed us and caused us a little bit of a problem.
Well, we got a bit of an issue. Those cows are supposed to be in that field. Come on, guys. There's just so much grass that they don't care as much about the trees. Always something new, that's for sure. They knocked down that panel over there. Pushed their way through. Okay. These back away from the fence. Here they go. Go on. Stay back up, it's okay. You did great getting those cubes for him. Why are y'all taking the long way over the hill? Come on. Look at that baby calf. Oh. Tiny little thing. No, 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 guys. Let me go grab some more.
No.
Too bad he's not a herding dog.
Come on, Blizzard. They might be scared of you. Just don't let the other ones go back through the gate. But don't get close to it.
Come on, girls. Sally, no, 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 no. Sally. Heifers, get back. Get back.
Go.
Get back.
Go.
Go. Sally, go.
Go eat the treats. Go. 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 Hey, maybe bang that bucket.
Go, Sally. About it. Go into the pond or something. Shoo, shoo.
Go out the other way. Go.
That
Go.
bucket.
Go. 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 Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
Come on, guys. Go.
Follow them. Go. Go. Go.
Get on out. No. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Let's go. Get up there and find it. And then y'all follow me out.
Come on, hoodlums. Let's go. Well, almost all of the cows are put back in here, but they are secure. They're in a pen. So we'll worry about the rest of them later. But for now, this opening has to get fixed. Which, this gate will be hung at some point, but his dad just hadn't had the time to do it.
And I don't have the bit to do it.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be hanging a gate right now, but we're just going to... Nothing is going according to plan.
No, it's not.
Never does. Yeah, we go outside because we're going to spend a relaxing afternoon gardening, and
The cows had a different plan.
yeah, they decided we were going to chase them today. So, interesting to say the least. And yesterday we were in pants and sweatshirts, and today I'm about to burn up and I'm in pants. So.
And I'm in shorts.
Yeah.
And not the proper footwear.
Well, you didn't know you were chasing cows either.
No, but... And I like to feel cool dirt on my feet.
I
Gardening.
know. Gardening, this is proper footwear. In my opinion.
So I think on this, I'm just going to stand this up.
Okay.
Get it lined up across here.
Do you need me to do something?
No, I just got too much junk in my hands.
That's why I was wondering if you needed help.
No, I don't even know what I need yet.
If Abby's offered to come help if she needs to. Ride
Yeah,
a
I'm
dirt
just
bike.
gonna... Can you just hold up that end down there?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm fixing to have that other end where it won't do that.
No, I think the hardest one was the cow and calf, because she was not wanting to let that calf in here when I was in here.
Are you kidding me?
Does it keep breaking?
Yeah, I got this thinner aluminum stuff because for doing electric fence it's easier, but using it for everything else we use it for, it's weaker.
That's no good.
So as I'm twisting it up, it's breaking.
I
just won't twist it as tight.
So you have to use twice as much for the same job.
Well, I
Basically.
use this as much, but I'm just not going to tighten the next batch as much.
Yeah. I was worried about poor little Blizzard. Cow came toward him trying to sniff him. Wasn't even like charging him or anything. And he started going up underneath the fence. Or underneath the gate, and he wasn't fitting very well, so he was sitting there whining because he was scared. Which I don't know why you didn't just go around the gate, but you should do certain things when you're terrified. I'm glad this stuff was close, since we left it in the greenhouse while we were working on that pig pen.
Yeah, like I said, wished I had that drill bit.
Yeah.
But anytime we hang gates, I always just borrow his.
Yeah.
Because we don't have one of our own.
Maybe something we need to look at. But we don't hang very many gates either, so
No.
that's the thing. Now they're gonna hang over close to the gate.
They'll get thirsty after a while, and then they might be easy to get out.
Yeah. Maybe the others will run off away from the gate.
Because there's no water in that pen. Because that's
Yeah.
normally our hay storage pen.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, there's not much they can tear up in there, but they
No,
definitely...
it was... Dad was saving it for the other heifers to go into.
Mm-hmm.
He was just waiting until we got all that hay out of there, which there's only a couple bales left. Or maybe just one.
So one group of calves, I don't know if it was just heifers or if it was just cows or what, they all came charging toward the gate. That's why I set the camera down and took off running, because there was like, I don't know how many of them there were. It was a huge group, and they were headed straight for it. Thankfully, I made them change their direction last minute, but
Are you kidding me?
not quite long enough.
No.
I guess those cows are insanely jealous over there. That one little calf was a little bit lighter color than most of them.
Mm-hmm. Broke again.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, this stuff is not good for big projects like this.
Yeah.
Here, watch it. Let me see if it's... I think with all that, though, that will be good enough.
Yeah, should be, I would think.
Okay. We're going to call that project good for now.
Yep. And let these girls get good and thirsty, and maybe they'll come hang out at the gate waiting to be let back in.
Yeah, this panel was all that was up before, and that's what they knocked down. And the reason I stood up the other gate is to make them at least think that it's stronger. I mean, it is a little bit if they get to push on it, it's not going to go like that. But I was afraid just putting this back up, they just push through it again.
Yeah, if they see they can do it once, I might try it again.
Yeah, or those trying to get out eventually.
Yeah, true.